executive summary. The documentary is about the problem of fast fashion around the world, which is very worrying at this moment. The problem that is the main topic is the disposal of too many textiles. As example, in Canada only, there are 3 times of Toronto Rogers Centre Stadium that they do not biodegrade easily because many are made with a fabric that cannot be broken down. This is the reason that fashion is one of the world's top polluters. So lately, in the past few years, some of the businesses like Levi's, Zara, Nike and Adidas are starting doing recycling program, but they do not do same as the H&M. This is because H&M take anything, for example, jeans, clothing, even underwear, they change the old clothes into a new one. So every country they have a being with a clear message. Don't throw old clothes into the garbage, dump them here. Then, in the return, they give coupon to those who have made a donation to them. As we expected, they will do not all clothes to people in the need or give them away for free to their shelter. But all the opinion was wrong. Unfortunately, all the clothes that they cannot sell at their store, they will sell it back to the middleman, it same as retailer. So if they do not donate it to needy people, so the rest of clothes that cannot be sold, they will go to the landfills. Because of that, many countries like South America now ban second-hand clothing. In conclusion, what can we do with our clothes we just can swap with others, take the old clothes to consignment store, or we can donate it to reputable charity. Introduction. Fast fashion refers to cloth design that travel swiftly from the runway to store in order to capitalize on trends. Fast fashion help ordinary people to get their hand on the hottest new style or the next great thing at a reasonable price. Fast fashion clothing is typically constructed of the synthetic fibers such as polyester and nylon. This is because these fibers are inexpensive and versatile. People who wear fast fashion usually can boost their confidence level. This material, however, have a significant flaw. Thousands of plastic microfiber are released down on the drain of your washing machine when individual washing this material, which can cause pollution during the manufacturing process.
Firstly, innovative employee in fashion industry is clothing deficit. Clothing deficit, which means old clothes are collecting and will be donated to charity or will be given to someone in community who in need. Some of well-known brands such as Zara, Nike, Levi's and H&M have launched recycle bins. Recycle bin function for collecting used t-shirts from customers who want to donate their old clothes that they no want anymore. Technology in fashion world is also on the rise. For example, they have a machine to crush the clothes and all the clothing that is destroyed can be recycled into new clothes or wipes. And then all the clothes that's not in good condition will be recycling, which is transform the old clothes into the new ones. Lastly, instead of using paper and pen, fashion industry now design their wares using computer. There are numerous digital facilities within the computer that can help turn an idea into tangible result.
Next, I will continue with the trend in current practice. Some of the biggest names in the industry, including H&M, Zara and Nike, have started recycling program. They have donation bins in store where you can drop off your old clothes. Garments in poor condition can be converted into insulation material or textile fibers woven into clothes, and then reborn as fashionable new clothes of every conceivable type. The reality is that only about 1% of clothing is currently recycled in the most literal sense of the word. The main difficulty issue with recycling this type of fabric is that they are frequently made with fiber bands that are incompatible with each other during the recycling process. The clothes that are not donated are given to needy people because there are far more unwanted clothes than there are people in need. Most retailer and donation bin will be shipped overseas and sold to developing countries and preserve the sustainability of nature. For example, Nairobi, Kenya is one of Canada's best customers because the country is at the top of the list when it comes to buying old clothes.
In fashion industry, fast fashion are trending, and according to the video, H&M using the fast fashion way to produce their clothes. Fashion industry is the second largest polluter of water. This is because every year, fashion industry consumes approximately 1.5 trillion gallons of water. Many brands use chemical dyes that are harmful to our environment and pollute rivers and oceans. Based on the video, the warehouse environment is teeming of the leftover clothes that no one wants. Every week, more than 200,000 of textile waste are disposed of in one warehouse. Unfortunately, they can't sell anything in this warehouse, where they keep a lot of old clothes in this house. Overall, the company that working on textile recycling will eventually end up in landfill.
Alright, now let's interpret based on what we have learned in Principles of Management in this documentary. First, big companies are applying sustainability management, which encompasses positive behavior changes environmentally and socially, which gaining profit by attracting retailers, suppliers, and stakeholders. It seems in fashion business they also have implementing this strategy as well, with triple bottom line theory. This concept is used by the companies to expand their business by putting three P's, which consists of people, planet, and profit. They also include three R's as well, which they are reusing, recycling, and refashioning their previous products to meet the current trend. Moreover, businesses that have commits to sustainability are increasingly common nowadays, including fashion business. Although these efforts seemingly have encountered skepticism over corporate by the terms greenwashing, which is the practice of providing a false impression to make a business seem more environmentally friendly than it actually is. For instance, let's take a look for H&M, which is the colossal company for fast fashion, which have used false advertising for their product by not providing enough information to its consumer because they want to portray their company as most sustainable as possible.
Next, globalization and multinational cooperation or MSC. Globalization involves a plethora of fashion sold by huge shops who can update inventory, negotiate transnational trade deals, and coordinate international distributors of items to consumers, mostly in developed countries like Canada. Customers are most interested in the multinational cooperation because they have widely distributors around the world, such as Nike, Adidas, and H&M. A customer will prefer this kind of product because of its unique ubiquitous and have a successful marketing through media social. Lastly, Nike and Adidas are mostly using just-in-trade approach because the product looks at opportunities to distribute the product on a global scale, since there is a specialization and mastery of business practice in one sort of business. So this approach makes easy for this company to compete whenever it is.
Next, we go to recommendation. Textile waste is expected to increase by 60% by 2030, and dumping it is not a solution. The approach is to embrace slow fashion as a response to fast fashion. Slow fashion's fundamental tenet is to avoid slipping into the fast fashion trap by maximizing previous clothing use. Slow fashion seeks to disprove the conception that we need a constant supply of new clothes to be fashionable. Therefore, we must be more conscious and mindful of our consumer culture to find solutions that are naturally on our planet and all those who inhabit it. For example, swap shopping, a currency-free method of shopping in which people exchange clothes they are already own for clothes from others, is one solution that is gaining popularity. Another solution to avoid the effect of fast fashion is to practice mend, repair, and reuse. If the garment cannot be repaired, upcycling is the solution. Upcycling allows users to reuse an old garment instead of throwing it away and saving money in the process. The fast fashion industry is dependent on its consumers. The more people who choose slow fashion over fast fashion, the more positive change we will be seeing. So, let's start this effort from us, the consumers.
Lastly, for the lesson, based on the how fast fashion adds to the world clothing waste problem documentary, I learned many things about fast fashion can pollute and enlarge landfill at Canada and certain countries like Kenya. Buy second-hand product, sometimes even for 8 months or above once, can reduce percentage water pollution and wasted impact of the processing the garment. Secondly, lack an organization to eliminate mostly the clothes they are not being wear for people in Canada. H&M carry out donation activities to UNICEF. Frequently, clothing that is discarded will be perfectly suitable for wearing for many years to anyone in need. Giving clothes to charity increase the likelihood of them being reused can decrease the wasteful of resource.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.